Howdy, howdy. Rockford Lutheran football is heading into this season with all eyes forward. Following 2 early playoff exits the last 2 years, the difference for the Crusaders this year, though, is a brand new defensive coaching staff.
This team is just hungry. They know they have a lot of potential and they're willing to learn. That's really key for their success this year.
After back-to-back 5-4 Big Northern finishes and returning almost all of their star players, the Crusaders have high expectations.
We're shooting for conference. We want the top of the conference.
Lutheran returns one of the Big Northern's leading rushers from last season, Gavin Sanders, who rushed for just over 1,000 yards and had 19 touchdowns in 2023. However, one of the Crusaders' main offseason focuses was on their defense.
Well, we started with the fundamentals and being fundamentally sound with gap sound. We teach them a lot of new things they didn't know yet, and from that standpoint, we're going to be a better team.
The Crusaders also gained some much-needed size from the basketball court, adding a behemoth to their line in Malachi Richardson. But their players believe the new defensive coaching staff is what the program needed in taking steps forward.
Hands on me, 1, 2, 3, hands!
Well, our coaches showed us a lot more and a lot new things that we can do, like technique, form, and all around. I love these coaches that we got, and I think it's going to be a great opportunity for us to move forward.
Jeff Ludke aims for his 3rd straight playoff appearance with the brand new staff, and his new coaches are ready for the feat.
We can't go in expecting nothing less but winning.
The Crusaders will head to face off against the Winnebago Indians Week 1.